Good day, people. Welcome to Second Act Workshop. What this channel is about is it's a look at the retirement lifestyle. We celebrate it. Myself, I've retired at the end of 2025. I was actually in the workforce for a little over 50 years. So. But then, finally stepped away. And so this is all about, that new step. It's like a second act for me. The workshop part is I am a maker. I do woodworking, but and again, what this video is about is discovery. And what I'm finding is that now that I have the time, I'm getting into areas that I never thought I'd be, as far as learning and doing, picking up some new things, new passions that I'm interested in. And so all of that being together, this channel is devoted to that. And so we'll take a look at things like that. It's been a while since my last video. Things got a little busy. Was volunteering last week and at our church for Vacation Bible School, and so time kind of got away from me. And but one of the things that about retirement that I've worked on specifically is trying not to put myself under any pressure for timelines and to get things done, and to, suddenly put stress on myself because and again, this is a big change for me, is because I've always worked with deadlines and calendars and things like that. And so this is a total departure for me, but it's needed, because you know what? It is time to kind of take life at a different pace. And so with that, I'm finding that's pretty awesome. But it's kind of hard to change habits of of a lifetime suddenly. So again, this is part of the reason for this channel, is to talk about things like this. One of the things that I did coming up to retirement was I tried to look into and learn as much as I could about not just the financial aspects, but mental, physical, things like that. So again, Second Act Workshop. If you look on my t-shirt here, I do have merchandise that celebrates retirement lifestyle, and Sawdust and Serenity. This is one of the t-shirts on that I offer on my website. This is a cheap plug right here. It's secondactworkshop.com, where you can go to find merchandise that celebrates the retirement lifestyle. What this video is going to be is kind of going to talk about discovery. And so I'm going to actually show some little video clips of things that I've discovered now that I have time to do it. One of the biggest things, and this had more to do with some health issues that I had, and I had a surgical procedure at the end of March. And I'd always been a runner, been a CrossFit, running, things like that. And because the recovery time, the running, I just didn't want to jump back into that. So I did try a little bit, and there was some, it was painful. So what I decided to do was to work back into it by walking. I've never been into walking. Just really didn't see the point of it. If I can run and get there and get back faster, why wouldn't I do that? Totally wrong attitude on that. What I have discovered, which is what this video is about, is that, the walking is just, it's opened up a whole new world for me. I try to do it, in the mornings, once I've had time for some coffee and breakfast, and just catching up on the morning news. And then it's usually when I try to do it before the heat of the day. And I try to do it at least 4 or 5 times a week. And I go about, right now I'm going about 2 miles. Now, what my plan is to eventually integrate running back into that. But this is not about that. So what I've discovered is that, the walking is, it gives you a different perspective on the nature and things going on around you. One of the pleasant things that I found is that at the time of the morning that I usually walk, there are other people walking too. And so you're starting to see the same people, you're saying hi to each other. It's just a great way to start the day. So yeah, it's been, I've been pleasantly surprised and really kind of gotten passionate about it. So I really look forward to my morning walks now. So that's one discovery. The second major discovery, and I've had several houses over the years, had yards, did yard work, all that kind of stuff. But the neighborhood that we that we live in now, the HOA, we actually have a landscape group that comes in and mows the lawn and trims the shrubbery and that sort of thing. But as far as the plantings and the landscaping and things like that, we're responsible for that. We also have an HOA fence that goes around the neighborhood, and we are responsible for our section of that. So in our yard, because when we bought this house and the situation that we were in, and with both my wife and I still working, really didn't pay much attention to the yard at all. Just didn't have time for it. Really wasn't interested at that point. But now that I've had time, I've been able to look and go, this would be nice if we did this or fix this up. So that's what I've been doing. I've been, we have a retaining wall in the back, and above that retaining wall, when the neighborhood was built and this house was built, they put in like a deck railing above the retaining wall. Well, that thing was almost 20 years old, and so it was falling down. It was a mess. It looked horrible. There were previous owners had also planted some fruit trees and just things that didn't need to be up there. It was the wrong type of planting. There was a vine up there that had taken over, and so we basically had a crew come in and clean all that out. Unfortunately, we took the fruit trees down because there were cedar trees that had grown up way above them. They couldn't get light. It was just not a good place to put those. So we had all that taken out, and so I took the old railing that was falling down, put up a whole new barrier, and there's a space that's opened up there. So I actually put stairs up to get up to that area. We're gonna put a fire pit up there. We're gonna do some other things, and so that's a whole new thing. Planter boxes. One of the things that I've done with woodworking is I got into building cedar planter boxes for people. So again, that was kind of a whole different direction from where I started with, and so I'm finding that I'm getting interested in making things for landscaping outside or for outdoor applications. So again, that's kind of pushed me more into doing things with our yard as far as gardening and that sort of thing, even to the point where I'm trying to get into the Master Gardener program. So I mean, who would have thought? But yeah, now I've really enjoyed that aspect of being able to do that and have the time and all to really, you know, try to learn the right things that need to be planted where. And so you know, I'm having a good time with that. My wife is also enjoying the results of what's happening as well. So you know, she plans on retiring at the end of 2026. So she's looking forward to, she's seeing a lot of the things that I'm doing, and she's looking forward to, you know, being able to pursue her hobbies and passions as well. So yeah, those are the two things: the walking and you know, gardening in the yard and that sort of thing. As far as discovery, so again, you know, second act workshop. Hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to show some clips of you know, with you know, without me talking over it, but you'll get the idea of walking, and then some of the things around the yard. And so yeah, retirement is awesome. It's a time for discovery, a time for reinvention. I appreciate you watching this video. Like and subscribe. You know, have at some merchandise. You know, if you want to celebrate that lifestyle as well, it's secondactworkshop.com for merchandise, and Second Act Workshop. As far as I would really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe and tell others about this. And I will see you on the next video.